All right, real quick, welcome to Batman Radio, folks. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been talking about a variety of topics lately, but I just wanted to check in with y'all and say a couple of things, man. Like I said, I'm completely focused on myself, and what I'm doing, and just staying focused, man. You know what I mean? The whole point is God has taught me so much. I'm at the point where I can do a lot more with a lot less. Um, That's the thing, man. All my knowledge, everything I've learned, everything that God has taught me. I mean, it's priceless, man. It has the highest value on it that anything possibly could. Like I said, I don't think like any of y'all. I don't think like regular human beings. I think on a different level. I always have. I'm an actual literal genius, and I've explained this to you and proven it for decades now. So the question will be, when will the public start getting smart and start listening to me and taking my advice? Again, we have a whole world out there, man. You know what I mean? I'm straight, I'm Gucci, I'm good. I've done my thing. I've came a long way. Like I said, I defeated all the Bavarian Freemasons. I defeated the entire Illuminati. I've defeated everybody. You understand? And that's my whole thing. I'm a public figure. I go outside with it and I talk to people. You understand? I'm in front of people. Like, I don't understand what this thing is about people communicating online. Like, that's the thing to do. Like, I communicate in person. I don't know what folks is talking about. Like, all y'all have basically proven that you're incapable on here. And it's pretty much the same when you look around in society. Like I said, people would rather make these little comments online. I see it all over social media, whether it's, regarding what I'm doing and what I'm working on and me or anything. But what I've noticed with people, 9 times out of 10, is that people are triggered and impressed by my success and seeing me shine, right? And your new society and new age society is basically just a joke. That's the truth. It's just a joke. It's a dichotomy of indoctrination. It's a bunch of nonsense. What they want is to bring these, creatures that live underground, and they want them to, they're already walking amongst us, believe it or not, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to create chaos so they can bring upon the age of Set, right, which is Satan. And that's what this is all about. This is all about the reptilians and draconians, and I'm not going to be silenced, and I'm not going to stop talking about it. And like I said, this is 100% real and what's happening. That's why when you say the truth, they have their little agents and these Freemasons and these little folks who already sold out and sold their soul try to laugh it off or try to downplay it, right? That was the whole point of obviously why these people have been so focused on trying to make me look some type of way and haven't made me look nothing but more official, because what I'm saying is obviously, it's getting to a nerve. What I'm saying is, you know, opening up people's eyes to the bigger picture. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why when like people talk to me, like that one dude I talked to for like a few seconds, and he's talking about, like, I'm like, well, what do you think? And he's like, oh, well, it's kind of weird. There's nothing weird about anything over here. Like everything you talk about is weird. It's weird as hell when you can't acknowledge reality. Like, what are you talking about? See, that's weird. That's weird when you try to dismiss reality and then act like I'm someone who's just talking. Like nothing I say is even up for debate. Nothing I've said was an opinion. All of it is a fact. The fact that I'm the Messiah, I literally resurrected. Okay, hold on. So that's why when folks talk, I don't even be knowing what they talking about no more, because apparently we got a whole world of super sensitive, hypersensitive folks. Every time I tried to come online, these folks would hide and wanted to have a sensitivity contest. That was the first thing I said on here. You folks have done a lot of talking. You haven't won in any regard. Like I said, everything that you talk about, I've had more of. Everything you talk about, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. I've had the highest, best quality of. Everything that you talk about, there's nobody who's ever come close to me or could compete, nor was it ever made a competition. So what do you mean? I'm in a lane unto myself. I'm a superstar. I'm what folks want to be. It's just that simple. People look up to me and admire me, and that's as far as it goes, and that's all it's ever been. You feel me? Like, to me, it's funny. It's funny that people got online and really just kept talking as if they was talking to me. Like, you were never talking to me. And I said that this entire time. Like, you don't even know who I am. You know nothing about me. Like, no, like I dictate how folks talk to me. That's why I told you, like, I know you ain't talking to me. I know you ain't talking to me. Nah, you ain't talking to me. And that's the problem, is that these folks, they want to get online, they want to act like they connected to folks because, well, I mean, apparently they ain't got nobody around, ain't nobody paying attention to them. You see what I'm saying? Like, want to create like weird false connections on the internet. Like, go out and make some friends. Should it be that hard? Billions in equity, mansion in the state, over 2,000 in jewelry, 530 on my wrist, mental rights, oral royalties, I own my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. Everything I got costs more than anything y'all have. What are you talking about? Everything I got costs racks, grands, thousands of dollars. It ain't nothing. I own 6 bikes, got 6 bikes in inventory, all $200 to $300 plus. A bat cycle worth over $1,300 I fixed twice or 3 times. Well, what are you talking about? And I'm Batman. So, like I said, I mean, like I'll never understand. You know what I mean? Like, at what point folks is going to get over the past where I won the entire time in the past and start coming to the future and the present and where we at now? Because I'm about to go from rags to riches all over again. And the truth is, I wasn't really in rags at any time. Like, I've been doing well. Like, I've done well this entire time. I've just been smart, and I'm smart about how I approach people in the public. I'm smart about how I portray myself. And it all works to my advantage. And like I said, I'm outsmarting all y'all because I have to. You understand? Like I said, I got everything, and I've made every right move. I got everything exactly where I want it. Exactly, like down to a T. I'm to the point where I don't even got to do so much. I can chill and relax now. Like, now I can take it easy. That's what people don't get. Like, I already made it. I'm literally retired. And I come on here and I do my job on here for a living, and I make my money and I make my little dough, and I'm good. You say what you want. I'm in a really good situation now. Now this situation is starting to, look a lot better. You feel me? This was always a good situation. It wasn't that. It was just basic stuff and me talking about it. Like, that's the thing. You have to address reality. You got people on here just funny as hell, bro. What are you talking about? If you don't ever talk about reality and talk about problems, how are you ever going to solve the problems? Like, you and your feelings, because I get up and I go after the issues and I make sure that I solve every problem in front of me, and I better my life and better my situation, and I make everything right and fix things. Like, no wonder. No wonder you feel that, because obviously you can't do that, because the narcs never want to deal with reality. Reality keeps on showing itself, keeps on popping up, and they just like, oh, I don't want to deal with that right now. Wow, that's hilarious, bro. Real talk. That stuff should be a crime. Real talk. It should be illegal. Real talk. It's funny as hell. You got a delusional world filled with narcissists that don't even know what's going on. Them folks can't even control themselves, literally. Do you understand that? You understand how many narcs I done seen that can't control themselves? You should be able to figure out what I'm talking about in any regard. Them narcs really think they on something because they greedy and selfish and they talk a lot. That's like all of you. That's like all these dudes who ain't men. Like, you look at dudes, they all literally like look like they weigh 60 pounds soaking wet, and they run their mouth and they talk about they go to a gym. So let me get this straight. You all waste money to go to a gym, but there's not one dude in the world who can slightly hold a candle to me strength wise right now. I'm the strongest man in the world. And then you have people who are trying to act fake tough, who don't even make sense and literally are so delusional it's unreal, and probably just finding out who they was talking to. Folks was trying to play games with a chosen one, bro. Folks was trying to play games with the warrior of God and the son of God and a soldier for God. What? While they hide behind a system, they was trying to play games with a chosen one and the actual soldier for God. What? Because I'm following the rules and I'm in my situation. What my situation is, let me be smart and let me progress, and I have full careers on every side of the spectrum. Like, what do you think we train for? I train for boxing like Mike Tyson. I train martial arts like Bruce Lee. I do this stuff for real in the street. I get it in. I get busy. Like, what? I've lived all over the country. Like I said, here is meaningless to me. It's meaningless. There's nothing that I care about here that I'm going to gain or anything like that. Like, there may be things I'm going to learn. Yeah, but I outgrew this place a long time ago, homie. That's what y'all don't want to understand and don't want to face. Like, oh, I'm here, but like, this is not it for me. Even God told me that. Not at all. This is just the mere beginnings. This is the grounds to build me. That's what this place is. This place is my training grounds. That's all it is. And I'll probably continue to use it as my training grounds in the future. You know what I mean? It's great for that, but other than that, I mean, it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't get it. Like, it's obviously not going to be that hard. I just need a little bit of help and support. And like I said, I'll get what I need. You know what I mean? I'll get everything done. I got this check coming from here on the 21st through the 26th, $166 and some change. I'm already up over like 19, almost $20 for the next check on top of that. We making money. We making dough. I mean, I'm in a groove. I got money in the bank. I got cash on me. I got a brand new wallet, brand new blue jeans, another thing brand new that costs like almost $100. Brand new bicycle probably cost a couple of hundred to a couple of thousand. What do you mean? I'm making connections, networking, like advancing, talking to people. Everybody know me. I'm a famous celebrity. I can't even go anywhere without people recognizing me and honking. Like, people show me mad love, like, and support. Like, that's the thing. Like me, I just pay attention because I just know that there's other folks who are jelly. I just know that there's other folks. I can see what you on. I can see how you feel, and that's crazy because the world has gotten so much darker in the past decade. Like back in the day when I had all the money and we was moving like differently, we felt more free, man. You could do what you want. You know, folks wasn't paying attention to me at that point. They weren't. All this stuff came after because all these people started getting their feelings because they saw me with money. Before that, I was just doing me. And I was straight for the most part. You know what I mean? Other than this online stuff, like there was nothing going on. Now, you know what I mean? Like now, ever since these people who already got defeated and you know put in their place and lost and son, after that, everything it's like all the freedom just like disappeared. Like everything changed. Like the past decade, I've watched the world just, you know, I don't know, bro. I don't even know what y'all on and y'all just keep going along with it. Like I see so many people in the world. Like that's what I do. You know what I do? You know how I look at things? Like real talk. I literally, it's like the watching the world is like watching a movie now. That's what y'all don't understand. Like I would never allow myself to get caught up with any of y'all or get myself put in any situation. I would literally run with all of my might the hell away from you. Yes, you can go online and say I'm this and that and whatever. I'm gonna run to get away from folks because that's what successful people have to do. Successful people have to hide and run because you running away from losing your success. That's what people don't get. That's the only thing that matters. All this other stuff, I already been in the streets. I've been in the streets my whole life. I already was a certified G and a hood legend. You know what I mean? Everybody knows about me and what I do. I'm the enforcer and the enforcer of divine law. So I get busy for a living. I get paid to be tough. If I do something tough, I'm going to get paid for it. That's the difference. And I can put it on camera and literally get paid for it. That's what y'all don't get. I would never let myself or allow myself to be put in any position by the enemy. I outsmart the devil. I'm doing everything right. God just sent me a download and a message, told me straight up, you didn't fall behind. Like he's telling me, like, you're way ahead of schedule. Like, you doing everything right. Like God is moving for me. They just said like spirits are coming to help me right now. Everything. Like I get downloads on the daily, bro. Can you imagine people trying to talk to a genius and act like I'm on some other stuff because they have been this whole time? Like, you got to be crazy to even say something like that to a dude who had a 4.2 GPA out of high school, top 10 of his class, diploma distinction, and was a multi-millionaire college dropout? Like, what? How would you go from that to anything else? That doesn't even make no sense. What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Folks just be talking to talk. Like no, it don't work. You don't just get to say whatever you want. And I hear other people talk about it all the time. Like they say the same thing. Like, yeah, people think they can do and say whatever they want, and you can't. That's not how it works. You feel me? And like I said, they using all this same thing, the corruption and this little fake injustice system, right, to hide behind, to do it all. Like you do what you want. I don't really care. Like that's the thing. I don't care what people do because it's all like watching a movie to me. Seriously. I was being real. At this point in my life, I'm 36. I'm gonna be 40 in 4 years, right? And for me, like I'm just starting, like I'm just beginning. If I have my way, I'm just starting the beginning. This is the beginning of everything concerning Batman and all that. And I understand that, right? But what I'm saying is I don't know the way. I don't know how I'm gonna do these things. It's not even like it's big deal things are a lot, but it's a lot when you're in a situation where nobody's doing anything. Like these people don't help me. They don't support me, nothing. I look at that Cash App and that PayPal every day. There's things that I need to get done right now. Basic things, but things that are important for me and my future. Can I do them? No, they're literally impossible because I'm not going out my way no more. No, I'm not. That I don't deserve that. I deserve better. I deserve people to be there for me and support me and help me. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's just me living my life now. And if God send the right people, then that's cool. You know what I mean? To help me. But other than that, God has to send me help and God has to do it because I'm not doing it. And I've continued to explain this to y'all. I don't even care anymore about any of this stuff. I'm gonna just do me and that's it and have fun. You feel me? Like I'll be doing my thing, you know what I mean, for whatever. Like I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. It's that simple. I'm not doing anything extra, bro. I refuse. Straight up. So like I said, that's the thing. Like, I don't know, man. Like all I know is like I'm in charge. I'm in charge of everything. I'm in charge of my life. I'm in full control. I do what I want to do. I'm a boss. Like I said, like I built all this and like it's like these people don't seem to understand this is just a sub level of my business. Do you understand that? Do you understand like the Batman thing when I built all this, it was never designed to just be here or for the valley. This was designed to be national and international and worldwide. That's the whole reason I built it. So what I do in the meanwhile for now, that's the goal. The goal is the small stuff in between, which isn't small for me, it's catastrophic, right? And make my money, make my dough, keep this business flowing with God, because God is the only reason it's happened. That's just the truth. It's the only reason I got this far. It's the only reason I'm in a little better position now. And that's my life. My life is to continue to with my career and succeed. And that's how I live my life. And it's the perfect way to live. Have a goal, man. Have something that you're working on. I work on different projects one at a time. So I can focus my full attention and all my passion and fury into that project and succeed like I have being Batman and then continue on. And I'm never going to stop being Batman. My whole life is dedicated to this now. It came out in the reading too. It said that like basically the vision that you can't get away from, like your calling, like every all this stuff is coming together full circle. Like God's gonna send help for everything I'm doing. Like I just see it happening, man. I know that this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? But when you got readings come out telling you reality of what I'm saying and what I keep predicting, talking about you're about to rule over, like you're about to reign over everything and everyone. I'm telling you, bro. I've been telling y'all this entire time while y'all is sitting there yapping and thinking that I'm stagnated when I'm not now and I never was and I continue to make dough and I continue to succeed and I continue to move mountains with my business and you don't seem to understand like we're progressing quickly. And we always have, and it was a progression nonetheless, just the fact that I got to leave the job market and the labor market and don't have to work for nobody for the rest of my life and that I run my own business. That's what you don't get. It's not about how much money do I make. It's about I work for myself now. I don't ever have to work for anybody for the rest of my life. That was the main goal. I already did that. And I know you're in your feelings. I know if y'all could, you would like to stop it and you tried everything to stop it. So clearly it matters. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't talk down and say anything about it when you tried everything to stop me from getting to this point. You see my point? So now I'm on the throne. So it's like I said, like I look at the world like a movie. Like basically my career at this point is to talk about your mistakes, your mishaps, how y'all messing up, everything you doing in the street. So if y'all act out and all that stuff, I mean, I could just turn the camera on, film it, And then I get to put out videos. I get to talk and call you out publicly. Like, you're not getting my positioning is changing. Like, yeah, I'm Batman, but again, I don't owe y'all nothing. Like, I don't care about what's going on as far as the valley anymore. I did my thing in the valley. Like I said, crime rate's lower because of Batman. I already did my job. Like, I do my job to do my job because it's my job, and I make money doing it. But I've already accomplished everything. There's nothing extra for me to do. I don't know why folks don't seem to get it. Like, I'll continue to do my job and work right for me, but I don't owe nobody nothing. In other words, the point is, I would never again. Let me go back to the topic because I'm a genius. This is how I talk, and all the pieces of what I'm saying connect. So listen carefully. I would never allow myself to get caught up with nobody at this point because I'm a grown man. I'm 36 years old. I already done the street thing. I already done the ghetto thing. I already done the hood thing. I already done the jail thing. I already done the shelter thing. I already came up against all the thugs and so-called gang members and all the organizations and defeated everyone, including the cartel, in my sleep. I already put illegal organizations out of business hands on. Then I kept putting illegal organizations out of business before that and after that. So what do you mean? I already did my job. I'm a boss. I'm a hood legend. I'm a legend. I'm an actual legend. I am the legend of Batman. That's what I am. The real thing. And I'm the prophecy. So, like I said, what would be further for me to do, bro? Like, these people never want to just give me credit and be like, bro, you made it. Like, you a boss. Like, I've had people literally tell me, like, do you know how proud you should be? Like, you know what I mean? That you're Batman out of all people in the world. Like, come on, son. You don't even know how much I've done and accomplished. You don't know nothing about me. That's why I love it. Because, like I said, I take full advantage of it. I use it to my advantage. Y'all don't know nothing about me. You don't know nothing. You have no clue. And I'm not in the business of talking. That's what you don't get. Yeah, I'm a public figure, but I don't owe you nothing. I control everything here. I do what I want. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm chilling, bro. I'm big chilling. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm by myself in this world. I got Christina, who I'm waiting on to heal and get better and finish negotiating, and she's going to be with me, and she's going to be able to pull me out of all this. And my job right now is to do the best I can, you know, while I'm here on my own by myself, and do the best that I can to keep on progressing and keep on building as much as I can. And when Christina's with me, even if we looking at millions of dollars, hey, I got 6 bikes that we can use. We'll be able to fix them up real quick. And then we got 6 bikes, so I can make sure she has a safe bicycle for her to ride with me. And I'm gonna keep an eye on her, and we're only riding them on the trails and stuff where people aren't at, you know, where it's not near the street. Because I'm gonna protect Christina and make sure she's okay. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, folks ain't talking about nothing, man. About none. People really be typing and talking on here and just make it their prerogative for some nonsense that doesn't even exist. What's the point? I don't know what's up with these folks on here, man. Like, I really don't, bro. It's weird. But God continues to teach them their lesson. I can assure you that. I've been seeing it, been watching it. I mean, it gets proven every day, bro. There's so much proof, it's unbelievable. So some folks just never learn. And that's on them, and that sucks for you because folks that never learn, I mean, either way, God ends up teaching them their lesson and they end up learning. They just learn the hard way. Everybody learns. There ain't nobody above reproach. That's the problem with narcs. They want to act like they above reproach. You know, you're nobody. I don't know what you're talking about. So, like I said, no, you all should be in your feelings. You should be very. Oh wait, actually, there was a reading came out today said y'all was yelling and screaming and losing it and crying. Yeah, I know everything, bro. I know your little cult's falling apart that I already defeated completely, just like I told you I would. Like, I'm the man who did all this, not anyone else. What do you mean? Like, yeah, they got to go online and play little fake games because when it came to the real deal, when they challenged my authority, I showed them who's boss. All of them, all y'all. You lost, I won. That's the difference. These folks still trying to do shows with their little fake clicks looking silly, but you got defeated by Batman. There's nothing you can say, and this is real. So that's my thing. Like, nah, you don't get it. I love what I do. Like it's just like the one reading said. I didn't put it out, but it said like they don't understand that you're the type of person that goes out and walks into whatever for fun. Yeah, like y'all have no idea. You had no idea who I was, man. Y'all got played. Y'all keep getting played and you keep playing yourself. I keep trying to tell you this. I'm a hell of an actor, homie. I'm playing you. You folks just don't get it, bro. So, like I said, that's my whole point. Like, my job is to better my situation. I want to be the king on my throne, like I am, and doing better and better, and be rich and wealthy and happy and satisfied and comfortable. I told you I was chasing comfort, and I'm just barely starting to get some of it. I'm so happy about it. Like, honestly, bro, I've had no comfortability for the last like 3 years. That's crazy, man. For a dude who made as much money as me, I deserve to always be comfortable, homie. I'm not gonna let nobody tell it otherwise. Like what? I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what it's gonna be. Like I make the decisions. What? Ah, that stuff is delicious. Drinking green tea. That's what I'm saying too. I take better care of myself than all y'all. Like in the long scheme of things, outside of what happened to me because of y'all when y'all called Seton Hospital, I take better care of myself and always have than y'all. And before that, I never had no issues. And with those issues and what you did, it's taught me so much. And I've gotten so much stronger from it. And that's what folks don't get. No, I survived some things that were impossible to survive. Literally. A couple of things. And some of it's on video on this channel. So what do you mean? I be doing what I'm doing, bro, working. I got people say all sorts of weird stuff, man. Like I don't let that stuff phase me. That's the whole point of why this takes courage. It takes courage to put yourself out there like they used to say, like, yeah, y'all can't do what I do. You don't have the heart, you don't have it in you. Because oh, somebody might say something, you know, trying to talk down or make themselves feel better because they miserable or be negative or say some silly stuff. Who cares, man? I hold 183 world records. I'm a man. That's the thing. You got to have thick skin, man. If you can't handle, people talking, I mean, how you gonna be a public figure? How you gonna be anything? I mean, you can't even be a manager of a restaurant if you don't develop thick skin. You gonna get people that come in there and say weird stuff. You gonna get people that just aren't polite. I mean, that's just part of life, bro. That's gonna be everywhere. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like I'm in a different lane than anybody, and people know it too. Like I'm in a different. I'm in school basically with God. I learn from God, and I'm not going to stop learning. In fact, I'm going to learn more because now, if I have a little more time on my hands, I want to look into mechanics. I'm about to be looking up everything. I'm about to be doing a ton of research, taking notes. I got my own journal. Like I'm going to be writing. I do crossword puzzles, like word searches, stuff like that. Like I want to be spending my time with what I enjoy and doing a lot of research right now. Like this is a different time period now. Like these other time periods was all like physical nonstop. Like I had to keep going and going. Like now I'm finally getting into a time period where I can kind of chill out and take it a little easier if I want. I still want to work out and train and I want to stay busy, but part of me just wants to chill out because I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted, bro. Been doing this for I'm going on 3 years, man. I never stopped, like the whole time, and I just don't know if maybe that's part of my journey that I'm supposed to take it easy a little bit and fall back and then come back stronger, because that's the thing. I could stop all the training completely and take a break from it and come back, and it's programmed in me. I'll reteach my body and everything, and I'll come right back, and I'll probably end up getting stronger. Not joking, because that's how it works. Because the way that I train and just the level I'm at spiritually allows for that. That's what y'all don't get. Like I could take time off, like a good substantial amount of time, probably as long as I want, and I could come back to it, and I'm gonna be way stronger, probably. Maybe not the first workout, but when I keep going, like that's what y'all don't get. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, like when you train like every day, like your muscles don't grow like that physically because your body gets used to it and your body is evolving, you know. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. I've been exercising so much for these 3 years. It's almost like part of me wants a break, man. Like a genuine break. I never had it this entire time. This entire time I went hard as hell because I have to. So when I don't have to, yeah, I'd rather take it easy, bro. I'd rather chill. You feel me? Like real talk, because I can. I know it makes you mad. Makes you mad, right? Makes you mad because I'm living good, right? Like 50 Cent said. They should get mad when I tell them that. Tell them I said when I tell them that, and I say that, right? I'm living good. I feel the same way, man. It's crazy, man. Like that's the thing. Like I'm the real gangster. Like when people talk to me, you have to understand I'm active. I'm in the street. Like I really am the real thing. Like that's what folks don't get. Like nah. Like if you feel like anything, like I'm this and that or whatever, it's probably because I already dismissed you. Like I already look at you and I don't perceive you as anyone at all. You probably don't exist in my world. That's the thing people don't get. There's a lot of people, especially like in the valley, that I don't perceive like their existence. I'm sorry, I just don't, because like you don't exist to me, because like you're not anything relevant pertaining to what I do. You see what I'm saying? It's like if I'm in the streets, like I'm gonna assess who's out there and take a look and see what's going on. You know what I mean? So like, sorry, that's just how it is. It's part of the game. Like the story that they made, the way they tried to portray 50 Cent, like I said, I'm really that and far worse. So that's what folks don't get. Like, I'm a gangster. I don't know why other people who don't come from that and have never done anything gangster and aren't gangsters, I don't know why they would act. I don't understand that. But, at the same time, like I said, we've already, found out the truth that a lot of them, they're on drugs or whatever. They all have habits. So I guess that's part of it. I guess they literally can't get a grip. And some people are really just delusional, and it gets worse especially when you have a worsening economy. I saw a post today. Somebody said like, the economy keeps getting worse. Like we're in a horrible economy right now. People are trying to survive. Most people are getting locked up and going to jail and prison. So like I said, my job is really just to chill and stay put where I'm at and be still like God told me, and watch what's happening in the world, sadly. But that's the truth, man. This is a different time, bro. Like you're honestly blessed if you can make content on here and get paid, and and you're free like me, and you got things going for you and you're building. That's what people don't talk about. Like that's what's crazy to me is I just know, I think ahead. I know how people think. So I'll be looking at people that's like, yeah, like y'all really want to act like people struggling, but we really not. Like we really doing way better than you. Like the people that live in like poverty land, I mean, do you think they can hold a candle to me right now? Like, no. They might have more money than me. They may make more money right now. That don't mean nothing. I got billions in equity. So it may look to you like I'm struggling, but I'm struggling because that's the price of being wealthy. You see the point? That's what folks don't get. Like I haven't been wealthy for like 1 year. I've been wealthy for 36 years, and I'm 36. You feel me? And like not even because like when I was growing up, like I didn't get any money or anything like that. Like I had a good upbringing. Like we were probably like middle class. We were good, but I mean, I wasn't entitled or anything like that. I didn't get much. That's what people don't get. Like I was never ever entitled. I had it hard, So, you know, like it's like my dad said, if anybody deserves it, it's you. That's what my dad said. That's what my father said. So that's what he told me. I mean, it's the truth. So I'm just waiting to get what I deserve, man. Like truly, bro. I think I know I'm past due. Even God told me you're past due. Like you're due. Like like God told me He's gonna give me everything I deserve, all the blessings I've earned. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for me. That's what my life entails. And I'm just not in the business of the devil talking to me no more, which is all these people, because you're not the devil. Not one person has the power to be the devil. The devil works through different, groups of people. But all those people, yeah, they the devil. That's Satanist, and they ain't about none. And y'all have zero power, and you're sitting there whining and crying because, well, you're not in control. God is. I don't know why you would not understand that this entire time. I mean, how reality works. You can't just run around and act the way you do and think that, God's not going to deal with that and handle that. He is. If he hasn't already, he's going to. And he really has already quite a few instances. I mean, he's set a lot of examples these past couple of years. I'm not here to focus on that. I didn't want any of that. None of that. I didn't want none of this stuff to happen. This was a thing between these folks and God. And it just didn't work out the way they wanted it and the way they planned, because they were evil and they really was stuck in their delusion, like a lot of them still are. And they thought they was going to get away with this stuff. Like, no, God sees all. I told you that. Every time that we had a moment or a fake back and forth, because y'all can't go your own direction and get over the fact that you lost and hold your L, every time, what did I tell you? The last time I said God sees all, did I not prove my point? And then God just, rides. Real talk, God gonna ride for me every time. Every time. He ain't gonna do no talking, he gonna ride. So that's what I'm saying, man. Folks, it's funny, bro. Like y'all be doing a lot of talking, but like there's no back and forth, no competition. I just always win. My job, like I said, is to stay put, chill out, and watch the world and keep on seeing y'all, lose. I mean, there's all sorts of people catching cases, felonies, and that's the point. I knew ahead of time what time we were in and what time it is, and I know when it's time to be real like I was for all them years and not care and have no limits and stand my ground and get busy. And I know when it's time to be quiet or not even be quiet, but to be smart and make good decisions and not allow myself to be put in any position the devil wants me in. And that's where we're at. Folks don't pay attention. Part of being Batman is that whole point. Like you're above everybody. Like with great power comes great responsibility. I can no longer trip because somebody says something wrong to me. I can no longer trip just because somebody acts tough. I can't do it no more because now I have a responsibility to the people of Gotham, right? Which is here, but it's the world. And I have a job to do. And it's real. That's what a lot of people don't get. Even if I'm not working, I'm still technically Batman. Even if I'm not in the suit, I'm still Batman. That's what y'all don't get. I have a full-fledged career while y'all was sitting there doing nothing, right? Praying for my downfall, sitting there being lazy, didn't want to work, didn't want to do anything. Like I told you, this entire almost 3 years, I worked so hard it's unreal and I never gave up. And I did it all with nothing. It's like the last Joker video said, it's all true. Like I told you, what does it say? It says they're mad and upset and in their feelings because you didn't beg for a seat at their table. You didn't beg for a seat. You built your own table. I built my own kingdom. I built my own empire. This is an empire. It's an empire that operates on different levels. I have full access to entire buildings with Wi-Fi, everything. I got access to everything. So what are y'all talking about? I already got entire full bat caves. I got everything. And I do. So what do you mean? Like that's the point. Like these folks is funny. Indoor and outdoor. Like I'm building an empire, which is just my life. Everywhere I go, everything I do, like I have access to places and areas and things you don't even understand that I utilize and use. I'm really Batman. I'm not trying to impress anyone. That's the point people aren't getting. Like, I want to get away from it for a little. I'm tired. Like, that's the thing. I don't care how famous, how rich I get in the future. I want to always have that time. First of all, I want to make sure people understand I'm a human being. Number two, I want to always have that time to get away and have my downtime and be left alone and be good. I don't like this fame stuff. It's not my thing. Never was. I'm just a humble country boy, man. I'm a cowboy, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and play these games with y'all like, oh, I'm better than anyone or I'm this and that. That's not me, man. I'm a regular dude, bro. I'll always be a regular dude. It's what I want to be, you know? Hold up. I was always down to earth. You know what I mean? Always. That's the other thing too, like my sternum, man. Just felt it right now. It's from all the working out that I keep doing and the way I sit too. I got to work on my posture and stuff, but it's hard because I'm always looking at the phone. But that's the thing too. Like, I got to work, you know, on posture because my ribs start moving and stuff. That's what's happening right now, and it comes from all that working out too. Dips, pull ups, muscle ups, lifts. All that stuff takes a toll, man. Been doing it for a long time, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to continue because I'm sure I am, but I'm just saying, like, you know, got to got to give myself a break of some sort too. So I don't know if that's what I'm going to be doing next, chilling because I can and trying to enjoy that. You know what I mean? But I'll still be working, of course, like I am now. That's the thing. It's easy for me to work now. Like that's why I went so hard this full time, almost 3 years, because I wanted to work to the point that I was comfortable. That's all I was doing. I wanted, that was not all I was doing, but I wanted, like they said, don't chase comfort. I mean, that's the one thing I don't agree with. I am chasing comfort. I do this so I can be comfortable, and I understand what they saying. Like, I'm not going to change. Like, I'm going to keep, in that state of mind where, I keep going and keep persevering and keep pushing. And I get what they're saying. And that's why, because when you have comfort, it makes you not want to go as hard. But I deserve comfort, and that's what I want. So that's what I'm going to build. And I'm going to still stay going hard and do the same thing. I'm just saying I deserve and need a break. And I think that might be what's good for me. God, for a whole while right now, was telling me to take a break, but I wasn't in a position to. Now I kind of am, a little bit more. So that's cool. You know, that's a blessing, man. I got to thank God, bro. Thank you, God. Seriously. But outside of that, I built all this with my own two hands and my own money that I made and worked for every penny and dime. I just think people are funny, man. Like, you see, that's the thing. People see me like you think I'm struggling, but you don't know what I own. You don't understand what I got. Like, you don't get, like, I'm a grown man that's built everything for everybody. Like, I run a whole empire. And that's the point of Batman. People ain't supposed to know. I want people to think I'm struggling. That's what y'all don't get. I want people to think I'm this and that and have all these problems and whatever. That's what I want. That's going to be advantages to me. Bruce Wayne was what? The eccentric billionaire. Like, I'm not supposed to be like whatever you want to call normal. Are any of you normal? You people literally can't even think. I mean, are you serious? You know what I mean? All these folks out of their mind. We all know that. I just don't like talking about it. I don't. I don't even want to hear about it. Tired of hearing it. Tired of hearing half the stuff these people kick and say. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think people kind of know what it is, man, because a lot of these folks be quiet. They mad quiet when they see me, and I think that's why. And they probably know I address y'all. Yeah, I address all y'all, bro. Like, not these other folks, man. Y'all, I'm telling you, these folks have seen me get active and get busy and like sun people and tell them what it is. Like, that's the thing. That might be why folks is quiet. Maybe they just know already. But that's why it's not synonymous. Like, it don't make no sense to be quiet, but then you talking out of line in other instances. Like, I don't get that. Like, you just got to watch how you talk to me for real, bro. I'm not that guy, man. Like, I'm a dude that came out of shelters and jails. Like, I'm a thug. That's the point people don't get. Like, I'm always me. I don't change. That's what people don't get. So what? Because I'm a thug and because I come from that walk of life, I owe you something? If people want to pretend they tough or pretend I owe you something? What? I owe anybody on the internet anything who can't even get my name right or admit one fact of reality? I don't owe you nothing, bro. See, that stuff works with all them other people, so they expected it to work with me, but it don't. That's why they all in their feelings. All of them. They all in their feelings because they're like, man, he don't fall for the tricks that the other ones do. Right, because all these wannabe tough guys are just easily manipulated. They're not tough. They're emotional because most of them were raised by women, and women can't raise boys like I told you, like my dad said a million times. I had a real father. That's why I think the way I do. That's why I think like a man. I'm a man. I don't get all in my emotions and throw hissy fits and tantrums like you, and then much less expect to be rewarded. There's no rewards for throwing tantrums. There's no rewards for being jelly. There's no rewards for none of the stuff you are talking about. And you need to stop your nonsense and get right. Just real talk. Can't get right. Feel me? That's all, y'all. But like I said, that's all I'm doing. I'm sitting back looking at the world, just paying attention, laughing. Like, real talk. Not like at the world. Like, I want good things for the world, but I'm saying like all these folks, these fools that be running around doing silly stuff. Yeah, I'd be laughing, bro. It's kind of funny. Like, real talk. I'm kind of lying. I don't really be laughing, but some stuff be funny. I'm talking about the things that are funny. Like, I want to see people do well. All I'm saying is, you know, it's kind of funny watching folks like crash out. And that's kind of funny when they all evil and they all cowards. Like, no, it's kind of funny, bro. Because, all as much stuff as these people talk, for all these years and all these decades, and they ain't about nothing, and we all know it, and they make themselves all look silly. I mean, yeah, that's kind of funny, bro. You know what I mean? I see it every day, brother. You have no idea, bro, how many people are like in prison, jail, can't get out. But you think that I'm struggling? I'm free. I'm free, and I'll never have to worry about going to either of those places ever again. That's the whole point of why I don't sit here and play games. I will not let myself get put in a position ever again to have no issues or problems. I refuse. I'm walking, running away, doing whatever I got to do to get away from folks like that. And that was the whole point of why I wasn't being around people or spending time around them, because like I came to God, bro. If you a type of person that drink all the time and do stuff like that, I don't want nothing to do with you, because I came to God. It's real. That's the whole point. Like all that stuff, that's of Satan. That's what y'all don't get. That's why the two worlds don't mix. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like these folks don't get it. It's not my first rodeo with narcs and narcissists. Like back in the day, that stuff might have worked where you could try to fool me. You know what I mean? The same people, bro, who were acting like this, you don't even understand things that they've done in the past. I mean, they were posting weird, crazy pictures on Facebook, which it showed me already where they stand and that they were literally like crazy. And then they was doing weird stuff too around me, and I had to get up one day. I told y'all about it. I had to stand up and say, "Hey, yo, my life matters, bro." You know what I mean? Real talk, like. You know what I mean? You can't just be, doing whatever you want in front of me, playing around in front of me. You know what I mean? Like doing crazy stuff. Like there was several times that there was inclinations of how they felt towards me, obviously because of jealousy and maybe what other people wanted them to try to do and probably paid them off and paid them to do. That's what I think has been going on this whole time. So that's what y'all don't get. Like, nah, I went on a real serious mission and I won, and it was in the readings before that. If you pay attention, it said you're gonna go on this mission, right? And you're gonna succeed. And I didn't know what it was talking about at the time, and now I do. I think that's exactly what it was about. That's what I think. It was a mission, and I succeeded and I won. I always do. Folks don't get everything I do is connected to my career and my job. Everything I do is as Batman. I'm doing the real stuff, dude. I do this for real. It never stops. This is my career and my life. So, you know, I'm doing a great job being Batman. I'm doing a great job being me. And I love what I do, bro. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Folks want to act like, I don't even know. No, I act like I'm something completely different than what I am. I'm a thrill seeker, bro. I love adrenaline. Like, I'm a person that doesn't really have any fear and no limits. I'm a person who doesn't care. That's why a person like me has to get smart, and I have full self control and control my emotions completely and realize, oh, okay, these people are trying to do this or that or trick me off my throne. And that's all I did was just assess, get smart, pay attention, and see the signs and recognize them and say, oh, okay, well, let's switch up how we move now because we made it this far and we've already, put all the work in the street, took everything over. We run the streets. I got everybody shook. So let's change now and let's pretend for the public and pretend with these folks like I'm someone who's approachable. See the point? That's the difference. I have a full gangster background of gangster history and gangster stuff in reality in the streets. Y'all don't. So that's my actual career and background and who I am. That's the point. Like that's why I'm sorry, but I'll always look. I'm always gonna view things the way I see it. Like people who work 9 to 5s, you don't come from my walk of life. We're not the same at all. You know what I mean? People who do this and that, ain't none of y'all the same. Y'all run around in and out of jail and prison and think you're tough. That doesn't make you tough. It means you got caught. It means you're easily manipulated. That's about it. Folks want credit for things that you don't get credit for. You don't get brownie points for losing and failing. It's just that simple. Feel me? So I don't know what to tell you. Feel me? So that's my whole point, man. Folks be silly as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Folks be silly as hell They not about nothing, none of them. And it's just be crazy, man. It'd be really crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Because folks really got things confused. Just all of them. They got me confused, and it'd be funny. Yeah, I'm getting a lot smarter. Hold up, real quick. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. You know what I mean? Folks thought they was master manipulators and thought they were manipulating things. Not at all. Y'all just did it to yourself. Everything backfired because I'm protected by God. I'm the chosen one. I'm told you I'm divinely protected. I'm not on here playing no games. There's no back and forth. I told y'all what it is, and all my points keep getting proven. I've been right every time. Proved everyone that I'm right every single time. So what's up? That's what I thought. You feel me? Now learn how to hold that L. Learn how to hold your L. All of you. This stuff is easy for me, homie. Feel me? I'm the real deal. So, like I said, what I do, what I talk about, none of it has anything to do with the internet or YouTube. This is all real what I'm doing. That's what y'all don't get. So, like I said, are you lucky you get to hear about it a little bit and hear about it and watch it, and that's it. I mean, it is what it is. You see what I show you, but that's my whole point. I'm gonna fall back now and watch the world and watch the world get crazier every day and more nonsense happen every day and watch all y'all get caught up in your problems. And now finally I'm away from all the problems and nobody can bring me problems, which is what I was after. You feel me? It's impossible now. There's nothing nobody can do because anything other people, whatever they do, that's on them. They're responsible for that. Any move that other people make, especially like whatever they do, like that's illegal or whatever, I mean, that's on them. They're gonna be held accountable in a court of law and responsible in a court of law. Folks can't move no more. I'm everybody's superior. You know what I mean? There's nothing folks can do with me because I'm protected by God. So I'm good. You feel me? I'm at peace. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm straight. So, like I said, that's my job is to fall back a little bit and watch the world do it to itself and just watch all these other people be in these crazy, horrible, horrendous, insane positions and keep on having back and forth with everybody around them and mad problems. I mean, it's everywhere, bro, especially Las Vegas. I noticed Nevada is horrible, bro. Like Nevada, I didn't realize Las Vegas had that many problems. Maybe that's part of why it was so easy to just come in and take over that city because I did. And like, I basically had the whole town to myself every night. Las Vegas, when I was there, was like a ghost town, bro. There wasn't really that many people out at night. That's what y'all don't get. There was enough, like people went out to clubs and stuff, but Las Vegas was mine, man. There really wasn't like nothing. There was no obstacle. Everything was super peaceful and calm. I'd wake up, I'd have a cigarette at that time. I was smoking cigarettes, and I'd wake up and look at the mountains and, have a cigarette before I went to sleep. It'd be like 4 or 5 in the morning. You feel me? Because I'd, come back from the club late or whatever. So, you know, like I said, it was beautiful. I look at the mountains right there. I had a little spot right there looking at them. I remember one of them places I went to too. They was trying to, sit there and say this and that or whatever. It was a lot of nonsense. You know what I mean? Like anywhere. But Vegas is a lot of nonsense. It just ain't what people paint it to be. You know what I mean? People act like it's so rough or so tough. Not at all, bro. Vegas is a joke. Real talk. So when you're the real deal and you know what it is, I mean, it is what it is. Feel me? So I don't know what to tell y'all, man. But yeah, like I said, that's my job to fall back and just watch the world and watch them do what they do, man. Because y'all don't know any better, man. It seems like y'all never learn if you want me to get real with you. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna make a career off of public speaking and talking about your mishaps, your mistakes, and the things that y'all do. And I'm gonna get paid for it. You know what I mean? That's my job now, is to just try to make as much money with this as I can. And it's on autopilot because I know what I'm doing. And it was never easy. That's what folks don't get. It's not easy. And then these folks all have something to say talking about this and that. I'm so tired of hearing y'all talk about other apps. Like, bro, I done told you what it is. I told you all these things. I told you everything. I'm tired. I'm not going to keep repeating it. Like, y'all be saying things, and what you don't get is like, you want me to have conversations that aren't conducive for me. I'm all right. Like, I'm done talking. I'm going to talk about only what I want and accept only what I want. And I don't accept delusion, period. We do not accept your delusion. That stuff doesn't exist. None of it. So what are you talking about? You hear me ask the same question to everybody. Wouldn't that be kind of odd to really get to that point where everyone you talk to, you're asking them, what are you talking about? And no one has an answer. None of you have explained yet what your point is because you don't have one. So what are you talking about? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, how that's very odd. That's what the Masons would say back in the day. They're like, "Oh yeah, so you go crazy." No, you don't. That's your goal and intention towards people who say the truth and are the true whistleblowers. But you found one that was too macho, so you can't silence me. You can't do nothing with me. So now all y'all just got to put up with me. That sounds like the sneeze to me. That sounds like a sneed. Yeah, I'm a little bit too gangster for you, all of you. Actually, I'm the real thing. So what do you mean? Like I said, bro, I'm the top level public speaker and whistleblower of all time. Are you serious? I did radio against Illuminati and Freemasonry for what? Easily over a decade plus, if not a decade and a half. So what do you mean? Like I said, man, I got it all. I'm Gucci. I'm good. I ain't worried about what y'all talking about. I'm worried about how can I build. So that's the thing. I'm just extremely ambitious, and I'm gonna continue to be. That's why like I hope, I'm asking and I hope and I know that God will help me, but I'm asking and I hope that God, that will help me with getting this, whatever the things that I need, getting that straight. Please help me to do that, because I can't really do it. It's not really in my power. I need God to help me do it. You know what I mean? That way I can get back where I can start traveling again, because I want to branch out when I can and travel. I'm not saying right now at all, is this is not the time, but I'm saying, around the corner maybe. That's the thing. Like, I want to get everything moving, but the readings are all true. The downloads are all true, man. It's coming, bro. God's about to bless me beyond belief. I think all the money's coming, and like I said, I'm gonna have to help folks all over the world, and they're doing a government shutdown. It's all. You have to understand. God is never late. That's what God told me. That's what the messages told me. It said God's timing is never late. So the way I see it, it's like God is like setting the stage right now with all this, the government shut down, the world, falling apart, everything going on. And like he's basically setting the stage for Batman to go out and clean up the streets on bat pods, tumblers, tanks, everything. So like I really think that this is all going to happen, because that's what God told me. He said, I made you for a time like this. That's what y'all don't get. This is God's plan, not mine. I'm really the vessel, and I'm the entity God is using. So I mean, this is really happening. You understand what I'm saying? So like when we're in such a hard, rough, time in this country, and so much is going on, I just see the stage being set, because with the government shutdown and everything going on, that's the thing. Like the streets are going to basically, be empty. They're going to be like cleared out. That's the way I picture it. Like a lot. Like there's not going to be a lot of people out all the time everywhere. That's the way I picture it. Like I'm guessing most cities, it's not like cities have a curfew, but most cities, it's like once nighttime comes, nightfall, like most people are inside. So like that's the thing. Like Batman's gonna be getting busy at night, and like the streets is mine, bro. I'm gonna be literally running everything in every city, doing what I want to do. As Batman though, the real thing. That's what y'all don't get. And I'm gonna have little spots set up. That's what y'all don't get. Like, like I said, Christina negotiated like over $18.1 million, bro. Like you're not seeming to get, like we can grab and get a spot anywhere. It doesn't have to be like a big spot. I need something that's kind of secluded and, away from the public and people. Like I'm going into hiding. That's what y'all don't get. The minute I get my money, no matter how it comes, like I want Christina with me and I'm going into hiding. That's what you don't get, like literally. And like that's the point. Like I just need little spots where I can have my little bat caves and be able to, pop out with a bat pod or a tank or a tumbler or whatever and get to work and get busy and do what I'm doing. This is not like some guy clearly who's just talking or it's a joke. No, I really do this, bro. This is what I do. This is my life. That's what I'm saying. When I'm talking to civilians and regular folks and I got to explain to them, like, no, bro, I really do this. Like, I'm not mad at you. I just don't understand that because it's all on camera. What I do isn't on camera, but it kind of is because you seeing me while I'm actively working and getting busy. So I don't get it. Like, that's the part that's confusing. Like, yeah, I do live streams. Yeah, I walk around and talk. That's all part of the game, buddy. That don't mean nothing. I take the videos in my spare time, and I also do my own missions and do all the real stuff. And a lot of the real stuff was before I ever put on a bat suit. So what do you mean? Like my job right now can't be to do a whole bunch of real stuff because we're in a world with rules and a system and a corrupt system at that and a system of injustice. So what do you mean? It's more about standing up to all of that. It's more about standing up to them and standing up for what's right on a political standpoint. That's the point of Batman, to stop corruption. So that's what I mean. Like folks be acting like they confused. I don't understand that because we already did all that. We already did everything. We already did all the gangster stuff. We already accomplished everything. We already shut everything down. So what do you mean? Like it's just confusing to me. It's weird. Like people ask me weird questions and I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Don't worry about it right now. Like worry about when we get to like whenever I can get rolling on some wheels and I can get in these other states and cities, that's when it's going to be very obvious that I'm the real deal. Like it already is, but on another level. And I'm going to have the suits that I need, the new prototypes built, the new suits, new bat suits, everything. So, like I said, just wait for that, man. That's what we're doing right now. We're waiting patiently. I already did it all. God told me, He said, you did your part completely. I did my part. I'm the real Batman. I did it, and Batman took a break too. And I don't know if that's what I'm going to do. Kind of, he fell back, he retired, right? And then he had to come back to save the world. So it's the exact same thing, man. It's all identical, man. Because like I said, I'm the prophecy. So that's all, man. Like I said, I just want people to try. I'm trying to bring clarity so you can understand, because I don't really care what anybody thinks, to be honest. But I'm just trying to help y'all so you can understand. And that's it. But yeah, we're gonna be operating and doing this in Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. If I have my way, that's my goal. I want to go back to Minneapolis a little too, maybe even Green Bay, all these places, Florida, Arizona. We're going to operate and do this everywhere, man. All these places need it. Feel me? So that's the point. Like, I get to come back to all these places as Batman now and go to new places too. I get to come back standing up to corruption head on. It's different. You feel me? So, like I said, and I told all these folks, I was coming back. I told these folks I'm going to win. I told all these folks it wasn't over. Oh, it ain't over. It ain't anywhere near over. You feel me? Like I said, that's the point. Like, I'm coming back to everywhere, though. I'm coming back to all these places on a stand against corruption, though, this time completely. You feel me? And now I'm empowered, and I'm empowered with God. I got God with me. You understand? So, like I said, I mean, just stay tuned, man, and we're gonna keep on pressing forward and keep on doing what we do. You know what I mean? But yeah, part of me is good. I'm satisfied, comfortable, happy. Part of me wants to be able to travel and stuff. So God's gonna figure it all out for me, man. I give it all over to God. He did everything for me in my life. He brought me this far, so I have full faith in God. I don't doubt God for a second. You know what I mean? I believe in God's promise and I always will. I believe in God. God is going to deliver. He's going to help me. You know what I mean? I promise and assure you that. I promise you that. You know what I mean? So that's all I really have to say, man. Y'all stay mad, stay broke, and we're going to continue to make this done. All right. Talk to you in a minute.